Okay, guys, this is Acer of Spades with State 268, Team ZLT. We are number one. Coming at you just to talk about what I think is one of the most important things, the Raider class, guys. It is indeed the best class in the game. You can either clearly be a farmer, raider, or trader, and the biggest difference is they have different skills. So obviously, if you're a farmer, you get the production center building, you'll get the trap house if you're a raider, and if you're a trader, you'll get a bazaar market. So as you go through, you'll notice that each one has its own set of buffs underneath. Depot protection, so that you don't get as many resources taken from you if you're attacked. You can harvest 50% faster when gathering and get twice as much from your gathering efforts. Whereas we steal. If you're a raider, when you're sieging, your troop payload's plus 150%, and you get 40% less casualties, and you have increased healing speed. Whereas on the market, you're going to produce 50% more money. Troops' food consumption is 30% less, and the resource sales prices at the commercial center are plus 50%. That means you're going to make a lot of money as a trader. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to understand about this, and we're going to go through this and why rating is number one. Okay, so if I were to go and attempt to trade at this commercial hub, if I were to sell the most expensive item that I have available, that I have excess of, say food, for instance, is the top thing I have right now, I'm earning anywhere from $150,000 to $170,000 per trade. That means if I was a trader, I'd get 50% boost. That would put me somewhere hypothetically at $225,000. But unfortunately, if we can kind of zoom in, this has a timer of, well, almost 2 hours in most cases. But right now I have an hour and 24 minutes before the next time this commercial hub will come to me. Also, I'd get a 50% increase in money production. Well, right now I'm only, let's just round up and say I'm producing $60,000 an hour. Well, then I'll be producing $90,000 an hour. So that means I can put $225, $325 into my pocket just from doing absolutely nothing but trading my goods and, waiting for my banks to produce some money. Well, there's a fundamental flaw in that. It's the time, guys. If you are a much more active player than every 2 hours I have to wait to receive some money, you're going to make a lot more as a raider. Now, when we go back to the farmer class and you're doing things like the production center, you see, it's not giving you what you think you're getting. And gathering, let's go ahead into a regular gathering report right now. Trying to keep this video as short as I can, but I want you guys to know exactly what's going on. My last gather of 5 hours, guys, you can see that in between the gathering, I'm only picking up at most, even at the fuel, is a little over $250,000. Now, granted, for some that's a lot of resource, and I understand that, but when you're in the higher levels, guys, these numbers are just not going to work. So for the iron, for instance, I'm getting 125, 156, 141. Now, guys, if I want to go up to my next base level, let's just see what that looks like in case you guys are wondering. I hit upgrade. I need $17 million. I need 19 million food. I need 19 million fuel. And if I'm getting 140,000 at a time and I'm waiting hours in between my commercial helicopter to arrive to trade just $225,000, I'm probably not going to get anywhere near that 17 million for a long time. So they came up with the answer, and it's called rating. So first things first, I'm out in the middle of the desert because that's my favorite place to raid. Right now in my State 268, we are on NAP 15, meaning there's a lot of different alliances that we just don't attack, and it's for the better health of the state. So we don't do that. However, I want to go over the fundamentals based on the areas that I can attack and what to do and how to do it. So first things first, I always pan up a certain amount. Now I've already done what I call my 30-kilometer pan. And that means if you look at the arrow that appears, it tells you that this area on the map is 30 kilometers away from my actual base based on where my placement is on the map. I go in a fan motion towards the base and away up to that 30-kilometer mark. And then I come back in. And this is allowing me to get full coverage around my base to see where I am and where I'm not. Now, XXW that you're seeing in this part of the area here, they're friends. Can't mess with them, and I won't. But I'm going down and around. There's the all gentlemen I already hit. I have the battle report to show you the couple I did. And you'll see me pan around. So to make the video really, really short, I am on my 50-kilometer pan. So I'm going out 50 kilometers now. Call it 55. You want to go up around 25 to 30 kilometers further than you went before, and you just drop back down to the area that you stopped at once you get to a familiar area. In this particular case, we're using the all guy. So that means I'm dropping back down to 30. I can see everything. I'm going back in the pan. And I got a new guy. You always scout first, guys. This is super important. The main point of being a raider and what's cool about it is being able to get money by attacking with your Class A PC. The best people to attack on a Class A PC are traders, because traders not only have the most money, as you know, from going over the class, but more importantly, they will pay out double the money to the raiders that hit them, which means traders are huge targets for raiders. If you are not in a strong alliance and you are not very well protected, I'm going to let the secret out. I wouldn't advise you picking a trader and being inactive. Don't do it. You're going to get all kinds of attack from people like myself and anyone watching this video who's getting a little better at the game each day. So I'm quickly doing my 55-kilometer pan. You don't have to be perfect. You're probably not going to miss anything anyway. The screen's pretty big. I try to go as fast as I can. I'm not attacking level 1 through 8 or 9 bases. I think that that's just disrespectful to those players, and they won't even have an opportunity to make it, so I won't be doing that. All right, RIF, also RIF, is to be left alone. So I'm going to do exactly that and let them do whatever they want. But we have another all guy. Him I can. So I'll go ahead and scout. Now I have core, also friends. Not going to disrespect them yet. The time comes, I don't know, man. Might have some war coming up in the midst. But nah, they're good people. I leave them be. Let their teams grow and do the best they can. Next, I'm going to go out to around the 80 to 55. As you can see, I made my way around. Now, unfortunately, the area that I currently am clearly is slim pickings, but that's okay. We have more all guys. This guy's been attacked already. I'm still going to see where he's at, but I'm not going to hit him in the future because, well, you don't want to overkill. I mean, first off, they already don't have any resources at 42% durability of their base. But more importantly, guys, you don't want to be in a situation where you have all the people that you're playing with quit just because you needed a couple million RSS that you could just get over time very slowly and in a fair way. So what I'm trying to say is raid responsibly. So we're going to go and see if we can't find at least one more target just for the sake of the video. And obviously, there's one. Survive Aurea. So I'll go ahead and scout. Now, while those things are happening, and I'm scouted a few, I'm about right underneath my base, but just 87 kilometers south, right? So I'll take a pause and I'll take a look here, see what my battle reports are. This particular all guy's a raider, and if you'll notice, guys, he has just an iron alone 583,000, only $70,000, food, fuel, everything that I might want. And because he's much, much, much weaker than me, I'm not even concerned about the troop count, but I understand that that's there. So if I want to take those resources, because he's so small, I'll simply send one of my smaller APCs to go collect. None of the other APCs that you can attack with, guys, will give you any money. It's just your class APC. So what you're looking for here is these other scouts. I found a trader. Guys, this is probably one of the best hits that you can possibly get. We're almost to 1 million, and I'm so glad that this trader is here for the video. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this 1 minute and 23 seconds with my class APC. And mind you, I have them optimized to be pretty equaled out. None of them are at max power right now. This is purely designed for optimal rating and splitting the durability. Understand that each attack that you get is costing you 5 durability. You only start at 100%, and if you're very active, you're not only using your durability for things like gathering and for attacking zombies, but you're obviously also using it for rating. Therefore, you only have so much. You have to be really good at cherry picking, and you have to be a little patient. But what I'm saying is if I take my time out and utilize, say, an hour of my time to raid, I'm going to end up way better off. I mean, we're on the video. I don't know what time we're at right now. Let me just take a look. And obviously, I'm doing this live, so we've been on the video for 12 minutes. Within this 12-minute period, even with me explaining how the raiding class goes and what's going on, we were able to find somebody that has millions and millions of RSS, and they're out there all over the place, all over the map. Now, my class APC has just about made it, and it's going to do its hit. And we're going to go ahead and see what type of goodies this gentleman has for me, all right? Battle report has now been achieved. So I did a couple scouts, nothing crazy. I did a couple attacks. Now, within that small amount of time, I collected, look at this, all 532,000 of the iron that I need so much of. And it looks like what would take me 5 hours to get lumber and fuel, I have it sitting here in one hit if I'm not gathering. And then I could go to this one. And guys, that's the reason. That's it right there. If I'm collecting $165,000 every time, not even optimized, by the way, I can probably collect almost $300,000 if I max out my class APC. And I probably will, considering that I want to make a lot more money. But guys, how long would it take me to gather 827,000 fuel and food and lumber and iron? I just got nearly 1 million iron in less than 5 minutes. That's why we raid. That's the answer. If you have any questions or comments, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you think there's something else that I should be doing, by all means. I love my fan technique for full coverage. And I love the raiding class, guys. This is the answer. So, like I said, like and subscribe. Acer of Spades, signing out. Oh, hey, this is for you, Red.